What's happening, Reject Nation? Gonna do a Cobra Kai episode for you guys. I'm John, he's Greg. We are going to do episode 9, different but same. Guys, last time had a pretty bitchin' cliffhanger. Can't wait to see what happens with Johnny and Danny this time. Only a couple episodes left, John. Are you excited?
I am too excited.
Are you excited?
We're all excited. Looking forward to this all week.
YouTube, we can only do a 10-minute cut of this, the reaction for you guys. That's not our fault, I'm letting you know. It's just the way the world works. And most of our TV show reactions get blocked, and that's why on Patreon we do full-length TV show reaction watch-alongs over there. We do weekly Q&As, music video coverage, and that as well. Over there, I personally cover on my own Attack on Titan, almost done with season 1. Did season 4 of The Flash, been doing Gotham. John covers Riverdale, did Atlanta, currently on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, started up Channel Zero recently. He also does Steven Universe and Adventure Time, some fun Saturday morning cartoons. Together, we cover My Hero Academia, Cobra Kai, of course. We gotta finish Jessica Jones season 2 and Black Lightning one of these days.
Let's do a marathon shoot.
Anywho, before we go to Mexico. What? We're going to Mexico? Yeah, you'll find out. All right, let's do this.
Yeah. He's like a rat tail or something.
Robbie. It's really him.
That's
What's he trying to do?
trying to do like a plant. He's trying to catch the lip and like balance on it. Oh, Tony Hawk!
The Karate Kid. Did he need to do that?
He's doing that double kick thing. But the only way he could achieve it was by skating. Called Hawkdo.
No, he's having a good day, and Johnny Lawrence is going to come ruin it.
Throw a brick through his front window or something.
Oh!
That was my cousin. Big surprise. All you LaRusos are the same.
Oh.
Family, man. It's rotten to the core.
All right, watch it, Johnny.
Kick his ass, Dad!
Anthony, just go inside. You know, this is ridiculous. You want to go now? Come on, Johnny. You want to do this? Let's go. Come on.
What is going on? Dad's about to fight this guy.
So what do you say we try to resolve this over some breakfast instead?
Hey, now that's a way.
Oh,
Plus,
shit.
This kid loves breakfast.
Oh.
I could eat.
This is some like Tarantino shit.
They're gonna stand there like
they're
that
gonna
the
talk.
whole episode.
It's like a Beatrix Kiddo and Vicky Fox gonna talk. We had to talk it out.
What's going on? The test is almost over.
My girlfriend's blowing a white kid.
It's just a practice test.
I can't strike first on
For
practice
you to
test.
see, you have a girlfriend.
Definitely help me remember the word malodorant.
Hit her!
That's how we solve problems here.
So what'd you do last night?
So I'm gonna snap.
Who'd you do last night?
I'd like to meet them sometime. Meet your mom. Your dad.
That white kid who was there.
Yeah.
You know, tonight's just really not a
Sexy
good night. But
brother,
we should
is
totally
it?
hit up Ventura. 2 shakes at Salt and Straw.
Ventura, I just took my girlfriend there.
I'll call you later.
Dude, Miguel is your first girlfriend and she's hot. Don't fuck this up.
Yeah, they're both fucking up, man.
Yeah, but especially Miguel. She fuck this up. She can get whoever she wants.
You spray painted a dick on your face.
You tried to get me banned from the All Valley. It wouldn't have needed to be fixed if your daughter and her friends hadn't wrecked it.
Oh!
He's full of shit, is what he's doing.
no.
That car reeked of whiskey. All right, he was probably half in the bag and wrapped it around a telephone.
Half in the back. It's a good show.
Just give him a car and get him out of your life forever.
He's using all
What
the
is going on there?
So you saw her eating dinner with some chump.
Whoa, dude.
I gotta do something.
Oh.
Kidnap her and have my boy Rico touch a bitch on her face. Down, honk.
What happened to this
You
kid?
hear how you're saying it? And I don't like it.
Wait,
He's becoming a Cobra Kai.
I've got a better idea. Not if we strike first.
Ha!
They're gonna beat up a bunch of girls.
Could you get Robbie to take this guy out? So Robbie's
Oh no!
I can
Oh, God.
Could you get this
Louisville in
challenger
season
cleaned
2.
up and, grab me the keys?
That was a beautiful tease.
Oh, it's coming. It's something at the end. It's gonna happen at the end of this episode.
I need to talk to you.
Are you dating a Mexican kid named Miguel?
It wasn't me driving, Mom. I swear.
Wait, one rule in this
I don't
house.
care who was driving. Sorry's just not gonna cut it.
Where'd she get her blue eyes from?
You need to buy Johnny Lawrence a new car.
Give me your phone.
Always eating food. He's the Rusty of this house.
Yeah.
Relax, Danielle.
Danielle.
They like the same
You
song.
like Speedwagon?
What kind of man doesn't?
Different but the same, baby cakes.
Oh, they're gonna bang.
They're gonna have sex! Hey man, if you said it, it's happening.
The power of music, people.
So happy.
We're just gonna go hang out now.
This is the perfect place to fight.
I have a very positive feeling, I'm telling you, Daniel.
Mom's a good like that.
He's remembering memories from the first movie.
I can use a drink.
That's all he remembers about.
It's
That
the
time
middle of
is
the
like-
afternoon.
God, I just love the internet. This is so much to do.
So much to do.
I'm going to hell. You know that, right? All the coolest people go to hell.
Guys, quiet.
I apologize for earlier today.
He's gonna cheat on her.
I was feeling rough.
One day goes.
But
when
I
he
really
cheats.
would.
At the party.
All the characters are gonna be unlikable by the end of the season.
Yeah, everyone's gonna start fighting each other.
really make them so human. They make the worst choices.
What's up? It's my freaking kid right there. About 8 bottles of that vodka right there.
8 bottles of that vodka. 8 vodka. How much money does this pocket have?
He's living
Don't
a
they go to
whole
a public
other
school?
He's a friend who's gonna tattoo someone's face. I think Hawk lives a very interesting life we're not getting to
Or
see.
just get all this money.
Yeah.
He's out all day dealing with the, you know, never mind.
Yeah, I
Come
gotta
on,
tell
you
him.
gotta
No.
find out.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
a crazy confrontation.
Just love when things get that close.
Gotta get out of here.
Fuck yeah, Robbie. Help her out.
Prison, you say?
Kreese gave me more attention than I ever got at home.
So cool.
Guy was more of a sensei to me. He's basically a father.
Ice cold.
Oh.
And 2 more of these.
Oh!
Yeah, they're gonna bond.
Yeah.
Finally. You know what? Let's just find another spot. Yo, this is you.
Oh shit, she likes Hawk.
Oh!
You know that, right?
Told you he's gonna get drunk and cheat on her. Or
Develop a drinking problem.
no, Robbie is gonna somehow take her to that party. Oh, they're gonna show up together.
There's so many ways for this to get worse.
It's one of those two. I'm so nervous.
I know. I don't know which angle it's gonna come from.
Some help?
No, I just need to walk it
He's gonna watch us fine.
off.
Did you just pull a Kaiser Soze?
He said you were a prisoner. I figured I'd break you
The
out.
hospital?
So, where are we going?
Allie's a doctor now.
I've seen her on Facebook.
What's a Facebook?
Really, John? Come on.
Man.
What's a Facebook?
Let's see what this loser looks like.
Let's go write a bunch of insults on his page.
Oh damn.
What an asshole. No,
Dude.
They were so much happier in the past.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Please, Miguel, stay faithful.
no.
Whoa.
Nice Hawk.
Dude, complete 180 for this guy.
So happy for Hawk. Do it, man. Fucking get
Which
her.
way is this gonna go? Wow.
Get her
Is that
out.
Mr. Pip for real, though? He's not gonna get drunker off that.
Well, hello there.
Can't
My
watch
move
this.
is usually to just watch from a distance, you know? Consider me more of an admirer from afar.
Oh my god. Please, seriously.
Oh, dude. It's humiliating.
That went pretty well. You're just a fugly bitch and your friends are all freaks.
Punch her. Punch her in the fucking face.
Let's go.
Oh,
Hey,
don't
Yasmin!
don't you do that. No.
What?
Let me help you to your car.
Whoa!
No mercy, bitch!
Whoa! That's the strangest thing I've seen on TV.
Oh no, it's happening! Oh! No! No!
That's really funny.
Oh god.
This is way worse than him cheating. No! Yo!
And he's got that monster movie light.
Hey, Dad said I should always be a gentleman.
Oh, is that so?
Hey,
Who's this guy?
get out of here.
Whoa.
Hey, man, you want to try that again?
Let's try it again, huh?
Whoa!
Sorry.
Oh, bad.
What was that? I was right about Cobra Kai.
Oh, they're gonna get home at the same time.
You're lucky there are no cops on the road.
Oh, fuck! And they're getting along! Rocky 3!
One time only. Hey, Robbie.
Oh,
Talk
God!
to you about something. What the hell? What's going on?
Oh, hey, Johnny, I forgot to tell you, you're not the only one around here with a student. I have a student of my own.
What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you, man? Hey, Dad, back off!
Wow. Oh, what a mess.
Oh,
What a mess.
No, too much, everyone. Too much. So much going on right now. It's weird to watch a show where you can see everything coming and then it happens and you're like, fuck!
That's the critical flashpoint between expectations and suspense, I guess, where you're just like, I know something's coming and I know.
Right away it was like,
Yeah.
he's gonna find out at the end of the episode. Like right away he's gonna find out at the end. At the party thing is like, okay, he's either gonna cheat or they're gonna show
Or
up together and it's
something
gonna
bad,
go like, oh man. It's like weird to watch something that is technically predictable but is so emotionally investing because it hasn't been like intense in the first half of this show at all.
Yeah.
And the last few episodes have introduced this like level of intensity that you just don't expect to come because of the emotional stakes that are at hand. As intense as that was, if I have one criticism, I mean, you needed to set up for like the tournament scene at the end and for the conflicts and stuff, is when Miguel and Robbie have a fight. He accidentally hits Sam. And then, you know, she storms off and Miguel's just stunted. Like, that's human. But I hate things when I'm like, if they just had a conversation, they could have solved this, you know?
Yeah.
And movies and TVs, the TVs, they don't ever go for that. Sam! I'll just wait till, like, you know, a week to talk about it.
Yeah.
But in real life, I feel like people usually, even at a young age, they'll run up, they'll start to talk. There's always a conversation that they try to actually have. Drunk, whatever, they try. And in movies and shows, they never do.
I definitely agree with you. I don't like that trope. However, in this episode, I didn't think it was handled in such a way where I'm like, well, obviously they could have just done it. Like, you know, he's drunk off his ass, made up his mind, dismayed by the image he sees.
I literally couldn't. My mom took my phone.
Oh, that's so convenient. Hey, man.
It's a brief exchange where he's not really in a good frame of mind to have just a calm conversation. I mean,
Not even a calm conversation, but at least like lash out or say like, I saw you at the house with him. Like, I'll have that eruption.
Yeah,
I mean, which could have gotten him in trouble for going to the house and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like in real life that happens. In the moment of the show, I wasn't bothered by it. Like in the moment of watching it. But looking back, I'm like, that whole like lack of talking trope really can get under my skin when I look back on things. Even if it was an argument, a blowout, more would have been understood, you know?
Yeah.
Like in real life, I think. Beyond that, though, it's still very effective when it happened. I thought the way the whole Robbie thing happened was really real to me.
Yeah.
That was natural. Robbie trying to be like, Dad, don't. He's trying to talk to Danny. He's trying to tell him, I'm sorry, no, this. But, you know, Danny's drunk and Danny won't have it. And Danny's feelings are hurt because he found something special with Robbie. It brings back the whole I don't trust the Lawrence thing.
Well, and he's just spent the day bonding unlikely with Johnny. And to have this, you know, reversal has to be so jarring for him as a character.
Yeah,
you know?
that was real.
Sweep. Yeah.
That was real because Robbie is trying to talk. Danny won't have it, and he's pushing him out of his home, and he's really hurt and angry. Johnny's storming off.
But everywhere.
That's very real to me and effective. That was heartbreaking.
I thought that moment was real nice too. too. Where he just says something real quiet and walks away, you know.
And just now Robbie looks like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Which was an interesting reversal.
In between the both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's the fulcrum of this conflict now, at least in this trio.
Johnny and Danny were getting along, and of course Johnny lashed out at Danny. You know, I'm sure Danny's not mad at Johnny at all about what happened. I'm sure Johnny's resentful of what the situation is. I can understand if we check in on the next episode and Johnny is mad at Danny for training Robbie. Everyone with the E's. Yeah. Danny, Robbie. Yeah.
Miggy.
Yeah. I could understand if Johnny is upset, but I could also understand if most of the anger is directed at Robbie instead. And then, of course, that was the ultimate rivalry. What's going to happen at the next episode with this tournament is Robbie going to enter in himself under... You know,
Miyagi-Do.
Yeah, something like that. You know, like
a complete repeat, like of Johnny Lawrence's protege and Danny LaRusso's protege head to head.
Yeah, is that? I feel like something like that might actually occur.
I can fathom.
I don't even know if Danny's gonna have Robbie do it, or if Robbie's just gonna do it on his own. You know, there's some way.
Yeah, that's because I guess you don't get as great of a sense for the progress Robbie has made. Like, you know, Miguel, they bother to have him like kick asses in public, whereas Robbie, you mostly see him bonding with Danny.
Well, you see him fight those two dudes who like try to break into the LaRusso dealership.
But most of the training and stuff has been, you know, like a couple moments at the house and that big moment in the woods and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I can definitely see them kind of sneaking in that, you know, surprise for the next episode, because that would also tie things in really crisply to have... I don't know if it would make that much sense for the show to end with Miguel fighting just a rando at this tournament, you know?
I really hope Miguel and Sam make up, though. I mean, let me play that back for a second of what happened when he hit her.
Yeah, it's kind of garbage. It looks like he threw a punch and then hit her with the inside of his elbow.
That's not her. That's a stunt double. That is such an obvious stunt double when you slow it down. That's so not her. Oh man, it looks like a fucking like 4chan face or something. You see like a creepy pasta of a
Trollface does do like stunt work on the side. You know, that's how Trollface got that.
Holy shit, that's so not her.
Miguel throws a mean inner elbow.
Oh, that's what happened. It looked like he tried
like
swinging and he hit her, so he doesn't punch her in the face. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty clear that it's like collateral damage, but still, it's like, dude, you're a mess, and this is a bad situation.
Yeah, that's still, that was bad. I hope they can make amends, though. I mean, young love is very hard and confusing. I really hope she doesn't end up. Now, that plot, if that happens, Robbie and Sam get together, that would actually upset me.
Yeah, I would be bummed.
I'd be very annoyed by that plot line.
And I don't think it would make as much sense ultimately.
Yeah.
You know, it would be just a bit too convenient and a little too unsatisfying.
What I did really like, though, that I loved about this episode was when it slowed down, when they looked like they're going to fight, and then the episode was dedicated to the Johnny and Danny storyline of them bonding. It's like, so I'm just going to go with this shit at the end, but there's the room and the cape, like, especially for like the season 2, you got to have that room for them to get along. They at least understand each other better now.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens from here on out, they understand each other.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's impossible for either of them to come around from these situations with the stuff that they learned and maybe, you know, reach some kind of at least shaky peace, you know, like a ceasefire on this rivalry, you know, is like the bare minimum of a resolve I can expect. And also, too, I mean, the whole plot line with, the other Cobra Kai students, like, crashing the birthday party and stuff like that. I was not expecting a fight by Atomic Front Wedgie.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I guess is effective.
Hey, man. Hashtag women's movements.
Hashtag
I don't know. Yeah. I guess what makes this so intense is how they built it in such a way where you just don't see intensity coming in this show.
Yeah.
It's more like the first half of this experience has been, this is really enjoyable. This is really fun. This feels like real people, and it's really funny. Now we're entering into plot territory where you're like, this is like rivalry.
fun and games is over, man.
This is intense, yeah.
Dark Night of the Soul, all
And
is lost.
they really did such a good job at building your emotional investment into these characters. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I think the way they drew the first half of the season really makes a lot of these contrasts work, because at the end of the last episode, like, you just wouldn't expect something like that to happen.
Yeah.
They come and torch his car.
Yeah.
And yeah, that kicks. I get what y'all were saying. Things do kick, it seems like, into a different gear in these last handful of episodes, and I am so excited to see the
I love
finale.
this. All right, well, you guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Keep a lookout for our episode to the finale. Check us out on Patreon, full-length TV show reactions, weekly Q&As, and music video coverage. Love to have you become a Patron today.